Okay, folks, it's your buddy Mike Messier. I just saw Ghostbusters Afterlife. Many of you have probably already seen the movie by the time you're seeing this review. There will be spoilers in this reaction video. If you want to hear my non spoiler statement, first off, I'll say, yeah, it's a good movie. I mean, it's worth seeing. Um, it's kind of an interesting thing. These kind of nostalgia reboots are kind of hit or miss. I guess you'd say this one's a hit. One of my many subscribers, AJ, said that the movie got a standing ovation and that he saw in the theater that people were actually clapping for the movie, which he's never experienced before. People clapping at a film. I've experienced that a few times. Normally, when people see one of my films at a film festival, but oftentimes it's kind of hard to get that type of reaction these days for a movie, like people actually clapping in a theater. So that's nice to hear that report. There was a couple of whimsical claps at the end of the screening that I saw tonight. The town that I'm in, it's not a terribly intellectual audience, I would say. But there was a little bit of like people were clapping like they were feeling out the process to see if others would clap. Let's see here. Eva Luno's checking in. What's up, Mike? Are you sleeping in your car? No, I just saw the movie, buddy. I could. I mean, I guess you see a pillow. Sometimes I take nice naps, Uno, but don't worry, I'm not going to sleep right now. There just happens to be a pillow in here. There's also laundry detergent. It kind of looks like I'm living in the fucking car, but I'm not. I did get this nice thing, a head pillow, which is kind of nice for the neck. I don't know if you can see that. I'm trying to. I have all these goddamn lights in here, but unfortunately, I never have what I need when I want to do something. I have boxing gloves. Um, so what else? Gypsy blood. And nights early. Maybe later I'll have somebody. What else? So this movie. What did I think? I don't know, man. I it's kind of like I just saw the original Ghostbusters not too long ago, a couple of months ago. They had the original Ghostbusters from '84 playing in the theaters here, trying to prep you for this one. And the funny thing is, I don't think Ghostbusters as a franchise, these two movies, and then the middle one that I guess was ill received, the women's reboot, and I'm going to talk about that. I never even saw it. I had no anger towards it. I just didn't go see it. A lot of people were angry about that female version. I think that was Kate McKinnon and everyone else was in that thing, and I didn't see it. What can I tell you? But I guess that movie is just totally ignored in this lineage. I don't think Ghostbusters is like one of my favorite franchises. Just being honest with you, I think it's just. I think what it's not what gets to me. What I don't like, I guess, is the representation of the ghosts, both in the original '84 and this one, and I'll explain because the ghosts don't have any real motivation, like like the generic ghosts I'm talking about. I guess there's some that do, but some of them just seem like generic goofy creatures that are flying around, and they don't seem particularly evil. They're just kind of mischievous and troublemaking, but and they're not really explained what they are. Yes, they're ghosts, but they're just this kind of lampoony fucking thing. So I don't know. I just, to me, a great movie needs a great antagonist, and I don't think that the Ghostbusters '84 or this one really have great antagonists. Then when they try to get into antagonists in this movie, meaning the bad guy, the opposition to our protagonists, it's off like the dungeon master and the gatekeeper, the key master and the dungeon master. It's very weird. It's like it's basically it's so weird. It feels like they just threw some shit together and they don't really know what the fuck they're trying to say or comment on, and they're just trying to throw some crap at the wall and see if it sticks. And I think with the original movie, you had such heavy hitters, Bill Murray and Harold Ramis, and even Rick Moranis was a heavy hitter back then, and Ernie Hudson, and so forth. And it was kind of like you could forgive the movie for having a weak antagonist because the characters that you liked, the protagonists, were so much fun. You know what I mean? And it was kind of the days of you could just throw Bill Murray in a comedy, whether it was Stripes or this or whatever the fuck, and get away with it. AJ's checking in. He's my buddy that saw the movie, had the standing ovation. I mentioned that. Sami Zayn won face Roman. I didn't. I guess you're talking about SmackDown, buddy. I didn't watch it. You know what I mean? I just. I'm sorry, man. I'm just not watching SmackDown. I just don't care, to be quite honest. WWE means nothing to me. And I didn't watch Dynamite, so please no spoilers. I'll watch it later. For my Mike's angry wrestling fan AEW rant, tomorrow I'll be taping, but I'm behind in my AEW. I did watch the Daniel Bryan, not even fucking MJF and Punk did their fucking thing. I watched that, but that's about it. What else? Going back to this Ghostbusters Afterlife. What did you guys think? Feel free to leave a comment. I know AJ thought it was great. Here's what I'm really going to comment on, though. It's not so much that I didn't particularly love this movie or even love the original. These movies, at least this one, the 84 one, they're connecting with the audience. Now, I'm smart enough to recognize that I may not like something that much, but other people like it more than I do. And I can clearly see that with this Ghostbusters thing, that other people really affects them. Now, spoilers, what got to me a bit tonight was the basically when the fucking original guys came back, Bill Murray and Ernie and fucking Dan. And when they came in, it was kind of like the payoff for sitting through this whole fucking movie. I mean, the movie to me felt very Goonies-esque, and it was very 2021. You have the ethnically diverse cast, which is great. You have the female kid who's into science. You know what I mean? It's you gotta have the young female has got to be the most intelligent person in the fucking movie because it's 2021. That's fine. And what's his dick? And then you have the interracial romance with the teenagers because they're colorblind, because it's just the way things are supposed to be. So everybody's happy, and Paul Rudd's in it. I mean, this is the most 2021 fucking movie there is. I mean, the sexiest man alive, Paul Rudd, and he's doing the cute flirt with the fucking mom. He doesn't care that she's already patched out a couple of kids because he's Paul Rudd and he's a sensitive teacher, and it doesn't bother him that the woman he's trying to bang has already got children from another man's semen that's come out of her. It's fine because he's Paul Rudd and he's sexy. So, I mean, just all this crap. I did like the Cujo reference. The movie Cujo was kind of referenced. Actually, I got confused because it was Cujo. I thought it was Christine because they showed that car, starting on its own. This was better than 2016 BS movie. All female writing was lazy. Yeah, I was mentioning that. See, I guess I kind of morbidly want to see that 2016 one now. I remember when it came out, I wasn't so angry about it. I mean, a lot of people were. I just didn't happen to see it. But I kind of want to see it now. And I guess they're like left out of the lineage. It's interesting to me, AJ, how some of these movie franchises, they have like these false starts or and I didn't even get to see the Halloween Kills movie because Johnny Z told me I had to see the Halloween from 2 or 3 years ago before I saw this one. So of course that never happened. So now Halloween Kills is gone. So I guess I'm going to miss out on that whole thing. But there's this weird thing now, folks, with movie sequels where if they make a shitty sequel, they just pretend they never made it. And I'm like, assholes, I know you fucking made that movie because people saw it, you fucks. So don't try to deny that you made this goddamn piece of shit sequel because everyone saw it. I did see Resident Evil, buddy, the other day. Guess what? I fell asleep during the movie. From what I saw, it was pretty good. I was just tired. I did see Gucci last night. I saw most of it, but the movie was like, it started at 10:30. This was 2 nights ago, the night before Thanksgiving. And it was just grinding on me. The movie was getting so goddamn long, the Gucci movie, and fucking, I can only deal with Lady Gaga for so much. And eventually I just fucking left. I'm like, this movie's going to go on for 3 fucking hours. I was the only one in the theater. I couldn't keep my eyes open. I just had to leave. And I was just sick of looking at Adam Driver's chin. Top Gun 2, why? We've discussed this, AJ, to make money, bro. It's all about the money, the Benjamins. Friends of people have been saying, Well, why isn't the chick from the first one in Top Gun? Why did they replace her with Jennifer Connelly? I'll explain why. Because she hasn't been doing any fucking acting in a mainstream movie. She doesn't look that great. Tom Cruise, for all his Scientology and weirdness, if he drinks fucking tiger's fang blood or whatever the fuck, Tom Cruise still looks pretty good. So they're going to obviously focus on him, and they want a female lead actress who can keep up with him in the looks department. And they've determined, they being the producers, and maybe Cruise himself, I don't know, that Jennifer Connelly can hold her own with Tom Cruise, which I would agree with, and Kelly McGinnis can't. It's just a tough business, folks. Scream movie actually looks good. Yeah, I did see that. The fucking David Arquette. You know, folks, here's the deal, man. It's tough to be a fucking actor. I'm a great fucking actor, but you don't see me in every goddamn movie there is because it's just a tough industry. It's a tough business. There's some fuck behind me now driving around like an asshole. It's a tough industry. It's a tough business. And it just is. You know what I mean? If you watch my documentary, Disregard the Vampire, Mike Messier documentary, tells you all about how tough the film world is when you have people you can't count on and rely on. I'm a little bit bent. I did notice in this fucking Ghostbusters movie, prominently listed in the fucking credits is a co-producer, someone who I've known in real life, whose career is doing much better than mine. And this individual and I always had a testy relationship, not based on anything I did or this other individual did, but because of the assholes in between that were fucks. And unfortunately, me and this person, I don't think ever really had a proper go at it because we were dealing with fucks. Now, this individual is going on to fucking co-produce all these big time movies, and I'm sitting here in my car with you. That's okay. Danny Trejo should have award for most movies and TV shows. Yeah, Danny's been around the block. He does his fucking thing. What else about this movie? The Harold Ramis shit really got me in the feels. I'll tell you that, though. The hugging of the grandpa ghost and the fucking for Harold. And the weird thing about this, both this movie and I think the original Ghostbusters 84, it's like the movie could be great or it could suck or it could seem to never reach its full potential. But when they fucking pull back for that shot of New York and that fucking theme song comes in and the fucking logo of the goddamn ghost with the fucking I mean, that thing is iconic now. Like just having a fucking red line through something is iconic. And I could be wrong, but I think Ghostbusters are what's popularized that whole fucking gimmick. Like a red circle with a line through it and your logo thing. I think Ghostbusters, I don't know if they totally invented that or if it was just one of the first things to gain notoriety or fame, that logo design. But when you see that fucking logo kicking in, to me, it makes you a little bit happy. It's like you feel like you want to see another Ghostbusters movie, but there is none, you know, because now it's over because you just watched it. But I mean, the special effects in this thing were good, if not great. It did feel like they weren't. I think the reason why this movie's being successful in the 2016 is like a sacrifice on the altar. It's because in the 2016, they were trying to match it, you know, match the original, but just doing the female cast. Mikey, did you like Black Christmas? Why to remake? I didn't see Black Christmas, buddy, so I don't know what it is. I don't know if I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to say. Is that a horror movie? Is that a Tyler Perry movie? I don't know what it is, buddy. But I don't know what it is. I don't know what Black Christmas is, buddy. I don't. But I mean, I'm saying that with these female casts, it's a hard word to say. Casts. With the female casts. Holy God. With the female cast, the Kate McKinnons and all that, I think people just had a reaction like, look, we don't want to be politically correct into oblivion. We don't want to just see this movie because you've remade Ghostbusters with an all-female cast. I think people just felt gimmicked into oblivion. And so there was a natural fuck you. Now, they did the smart thing with this one in that they didn't try to really even do a comedy. It was more like a Goonies kids adventure movie. Like it was a classic, this Ghostbusters Afterlife, a classic 80s the kids are all right. Like the kids have got it all figured out, like Goonies, you know. And then you got, of course, the youngest, the kid, the younger the kid, the female kid's a scientist and all this shit. And then you have the kids have these little cute little romances, these non-sexual romances that the kids have. So it's all fun. Oh boy, Tom Green, Freddy Got Fingered was worst movie I saw. I wanted my money back in my time. I hear you, buddy. Well, if you watch Blood Sugar Sedace, my film, Michael A.J. Norris, you won't feel that way. Blood Sugar Sedace on the originals list, Mike Messier list. Nature of the Flame, my short film Thanksgiving. People have always enjoyed it. Thanksgiving, of course, I'll be. One of my acting performances will be featured Mr. Birthday, coming soon to streaming video on demand. People are saying, Mike, how can I see your movie? Look, I don't know. It's on video on demand. Just anything you have, any remote control or computer you have, you can find Mr. Birthday with Eric Roberts, myself, and a cast of other people. A wonderful film. Dan Hunter, this hot young director. It's very exciting. So I'll be doing that promotion next week. As a matter of fact, I'll be hitting the road again, folks. So if you stick with the channel, you'll see some more road trip videos. I just feel like I've been driving so much, putting the miles on the car. I feel like Dick Slater in the old Mid-Atlantic Territory, working for Bill Watts on a shot on the weekend. It's crazy how much I'm hustling and doing things, how active and exciting my life is now. It's unbelievable. I'll be up and down the East Coast again. I feel like I just returned, but I'm going back on the road in a couple of days. It'd be very exciting. I'll be driving up the East Coast to promote Mr. Birthday 2021. What else can I say about Ghostbusters Afterlife? I kind of just said, I think other people like this movie more than I do. Okay, here's a critique, here's a criticism, and I'm going to go for the fucking throat. Mikey, fast food places are struggling with workers. I work at Wendy's. It's a hard job. We thank you for your service because people like myself eat a lot of fast food to the drive-through. I appreciate you putting the time in. I did have that chicken fucking green pepper sandwich, the jalapeno pepper. It was very spicy. Michael AJ, last summer you told me all about it. I did do a review, but the video got sacrificed somehow to the video gods. What else could I say? Okay, here's my critique of this film. This young actress who really is kind of the star of the thing, the daughter. Um, Look, when you're working with CGI effects, it's hard for an actor, and some are just better than others. And it's really hard as an actor, even a director, to get the best performance because you don't really know what this CGI stuff is going to look like when you're filming your reactions. So it's kind of difficult. It's very difficult, as a matter of fact. And as an acting coach, as an actor myself, sometimes I can get probably more critical than others. But I did see a lot of this young actress girl, like whenever something wacky would happen with the CGI, she kind of had the same expression over and over. I want to she go like she just have like that same fucking look, like the mouth half open and the eyes like kind of wide, just, and there's a certain, it's just that dumb expression that actors have to do when something wacky happens, where they have to just, their mouth goes agape. Like they don't have a fucking dialogue. They just, their mouth opens and they go, and she just did. I didn't like her performance in that because it was very robotic. It's the same thing over and over. Just just, I don't get it. So that's my fucking critique. But like I said, the actors, it's tough because when you're relying on these CGIs for your goddamn movies, what do you expect? What are you going to get? So I just, it is what it fucking is. I'm sure everyone that's involved in this movie is making money and people went to see it. And, there was a person in the film industry years ago that used to say, you bust your ass to make a movie, you put your blood, sweat, and tears on it, you work on it for 4 years. And then you're so proud when your movie goes into the theater and then the paying audience comes in and they see it. And if the movie's great or if the movie's good, the lights go up after 2 hours and the guy says to his wife, it was okay. You know what I mean? So it's just a tough industry. It really is. So that's it. That's Mike's instant movie fucking review. Look at Monty and the Pharaoh tomorrow. I guess I'll fucking do a goddamn AEW video. The AEW apologist. Although I don't know what else to say. I mean, I've said my piece with wrestling. I did not watch SmackDown tonight. I did not watch fucking what's its fuck. Charlotte and Andrea are over, and Charlotte is being real about being this overhyped bitch. This Becky Lynch is the real deal. Well, look, man, that's the last WWE match I've watched, buddy. Was the Becky Lynch Charlotte match in Survivor Series, and I haven't watched a WWE match since. I didn't watch any of the rest of the show. I will give Becky Lynch credit. I think for a woman that had a child early in the year, she looks fantastic. She's wrestling great. She seems to have no ring rust from her womb, producing a baby, producing a child for the world. I think she looks fantastic, and she's wrestling well. And her going heel obviously was a fucking mistake. And WWE, they make these booking errors. They never want to take responsibility. They never want to fess up to it. Oh, yeah, we made Becky heel. That was a dumb move. They'll never just say that. But that's what happened. So, I mean, now Bianca Belair is sucking upwind, just doing nothing because she was sacrificed. I mean, so what happened to this fucking Bianca Belair fucking thing? The CM Punk versus MJF. Yeah, that was a good rant, buddy. That was a good promo. I watched that again today. It was good. It was good. Oh boy. Hey, Carl, what's up, buddy? Yeah, Carl, good to see you here, pal. How you doing? I know Carl's been reaching out to me. Our schedules, my schedule's been tough, Carl. I know you've been wanting to do something. We will do it. I just been so busy driving up and down these roads, Carl. But Carl, what did you think? You can chime in your opinion real quick, buddy. What you thought of this movie? Hurry up and type it because I have other things to do tonight. I'm a popular guy, as we all know. I just have many plans this evening. People I have to see. I have to communicate with the world. I have to make my presence known. People need to see me in person. Let's see. MJF versus Punk was great. It was good, buddy. It was very good. Carl, I think, is referring to Afterlife, Ghostbusters. Yeah, I enjoyed it, buddy. And I had some thoughts. Sigourney Weaver, did you guys stick around for the end credits? Because Sigourney Weaver popped in a little cameo. And I guess my thing with my original Ghostbusters review, if Sigourney Weaver fornicated with the Rick Moranis character, why is Bill Murray's character just sitting there? Mikey, does pumpkin spice has to be on everything? It's a good line. I like that. Yeah, tis the season, like the fall. I'm not sure where you are. I think you're in the Midwest, Michael. I could be wrong, but it is a pain in the ass that everything has to be pumpkin-y and fucking Thanksgiving-y and then Christmassy and just cinnamons and chocolates and everything gets so overdone. That's one thing about our world and our country maybe I don't agree with is everything's so goddamn seasonal. Oh, it's the season. Fuck the season. I mean, I just like things the way that I like them. You know what I mean? What if I want pumpkin pie in July? Is that going to hurt anyone? You know what I mean? Why does everything have to be so seasonal? It's just annoying as fuck if you think about it. Oh, it's not in season. Oh, go fuck your season. Freeze it. Put it in a fucking freezer. I want 24 hours seasons. Eggnog, never liked it, buddy. I've had about 2 sips of eggnog in my life. It doesn't agree with me, as assholes say. That's another stupid expression, another word I hate. It doesn't agree with me. Well, what the fuck does? You know what I mean? It doesn't agree with me. Holy fuck. Go fuck yourself. You know what I mean? Eggnog doesn't agree with me. Okay, you're an asshole. You know what I mean? If things don't agree with you, you're a fuck. You know what I mean? It's just ridiculous. It doesn't agree with me. But eggnog doesn't agree with me. Oh, wait, watch this. Just a stupid kid with their fucking acting of the CGI. God, it just pisses me off that this co-producer's career is so much better than mine. And these assholes that were the intermediaries 10 years ago fucked everything up, which is always the case. You know what I mean? I hate this industry. It fucks you in the ass. And there's no fucking reward for talent and skill and fucking anything. Otherwise, I'd be the most famous asshole in the world right now. But in any fucking event, okay, gentle fucks. Oh, I forgot the goddamn banner. I had this fucking banner the whole time. Uh, fuck. Here it is. Look at that. Exciting. We waited 25 minutes for that. And I had written the fucking afterlife shit in there, and now it's gone. Well, in any event, okay, gentle fucks. Gentlemen, have a nice weekend. Check in. Watch the Thanksgiving short film, Blood Sugars Today's. Thanks for checking in, AJ, Carl, Evil Uno. We got more comments. Boy, oh boy. Well, that's it for the comments. Thank you, gentlemen. Afterlife, pretty good movie. Pretty good. Pretty good.